Hello everyone, welcome to the Redmen TV. Atletico Madrid 2, Liverpool 3. Wow, what an incredibly intense, nerve-wracking, spirit-shredding, soul-lifting game of football at the Wanda Metropolitano. Any talk of hoodoos against Atletico Madrid put to bed at least for a couple of weeks. And yeah, the Reds, 2 goals to the good. 2 wonderful goals to the good as well. Mohamed Salah and Naby Keita putting us into a pretty commanding lead inside the first 15 minutes. Liverpool completely in control of the football match until they just weren't. And then Atletico Madrid turned it on, got it back to 2-2. And Liverpool look, on the ropes for the remainder of the first half. The second half, Fabinho coming in for Naby Keita, who has obviously scored a fantastic goal, but had a little bit of a torrid time against Lamar and Joao Felix in that first half. Fabinho comes in, settles the nerves a bit. But it was a incredibly emotionally absorbing roller coaster of a football match. Diogo Jota is taken out. Salah gets the pen, converts it. A minute later, down the other end, Jota takes one of their guys out. It seems penalty looks like it's going to be given. And then, no, the referee, having waited on VAR, goes and looks himself, sees it as the dive that it is, chalks it off. And Liverpool forced to settle the game down, battle their way through, and somehow in the end come out with a 3-2 win that solidifies their place at the top of Group B in the Champions League. 9 points. Wow, right, it's your reaction time to that game. If you're a YouTube member here on YouTube, or if you're a Club Legend subscriber on the redmentv.com, you can get involved. Members can use the live members only chat on YouTube. Club Legends can use our Discord group to get your thoughts in on that. And also I'll be taking some tweets from our Twitter account as well. So if you don't want to get involved with them, you can send us a free tweet in and that'll be fine. But I'll do live comments, Discord, Twitter, back to live comments, so you've got plenty of time. If you want me to read it, just put Mate at the start of it so I know you're talking to me. Kieran Orr, who's followed the formula perfectly here, says, Mate, what a game. Their first should have been ruled off. Penn should have stood, so fair result for me. We made some of our own problems a game, but as you say, results define the narrative up the Reds. I think that is an absolutely spot on way of looking at that, mate, and I agree. I think it's hard for me to see how Thomas Lemar isn't interfering with play for their goal. The ball comes in through a crowd of players, sure, so I get that it's hard to judge it in real time, maybe. Griezmann flicks it on and that sort of obfuscates the viewing of the whole situation, but Matip is even if he's not physically, like he's being held by Lamar, but he is being, I think, psychologically to some extent impeded by the position of Lamar. It's a surprise they've not chalked it out, but we've had a bit of a mad one on the VAR all night, really. Mercifully, it's not something that we're left to rue, but you're right. In terms of the game, it's a shame because we've said all along a draw in the one that would have been a perfectly good result, but having gone 2 up, to then go to 2-2, to then go to 3-2, then if we come back to 3-0, we'd have been feeling disappointed by it, certainly. And Liverpool certainly needed a world-class goalkeeping performance in there as well. But yeah, we get to talk about the positives, the ones that are listed there, top of the group, in command of the group, with them to come at Anfield next. Yeah, it is what it is. Rob Davies, think you're right. Nicholas, you're talking about the one in earlier comments about Hendo, but only against quad teams. No idea what that meant. I've missed the context for that one. Yeah, Kieran Orr says if Lamar was stood that close to Ali for their first, no doubt it would have been disallowed, in my opinion. Brian Glow says, what a win away from home. Not the best defensively, but we got the job done in a really loud stadium against a well-drilled team. The polar opposite of what we'll see on Sunday, probably. Yes, I maybe, we just don't know. The point is, it might be very similar to Manchester United because they're another counter-attacking side. Now, I think they're worse defensively, which bodes well for us. But the concern there is that do we leave ourselves a little open? We've got the best back five that we can put out there. I think Fabinho adding that definitely made us a little more solid than Henderson in the midfield, certainly, but yeah, I don't know. I think we're trying to attack this season. We're trying to create an order that will go and batter you, like a bit like what City do, a bit like what Bayern Munich have got. That not having that last season let us down. And if to be honest, if teams think that attacking us is the way to beat us, good, because nobody's thought that for a couple of years. Teams have started to say, we'll sit deep, we'll park the bus, and that's how you beat Liverpool. And that's actually how people have got a lot of dividends out of Liverpool over the last couple of seasons, particularly last season. So I know it feels a bit nervier and harder to watch, but the defensive side of things can be fine-tuned. We're scoring goals and we're winning football matches, and we're unbeaten in 21 games now at that point, which is just very, very good. Jolie family says, seriously worried about our defence / midfield coordination. We got away with it by the skin of our teeth, but work is needed. Can't always rely on luck. No, but it's not when you score more goals than your opponents, it's not luck, because it's not like they've, I don't know, the goalkeeper's made saves. It's the goalkeeper's job to make saves. To be honest, that is what it is. You know, we say, I don't know. Look, maybe you're right. Look, we do. You know, we've definitely needed a slice of luck in that regard. But luck works both ways, to be perfectly honest. And yeah, Liverpool going to the Wanda and scoring 3 goals. None of us expected that. Everyone expected it to be a very tight, tense affair. And the fact that we were able to go and tear that team apart at times, I think bodes well. I mean, and to the point, if you're going to bank on a team to sharpen the defensive work up, it's definitely this Liverpool, and it's definitely those players in that Liverpool. But yeah, no, I agree. There's, by no means a perfect performance, but it's October. Good. I don't want us to be putting in perfect performances at this point of the season. You want to be able to be winning matches and know, here's where we can sharpen up, here's where we can improve, definitely. Did you hear I read Klopp had that Wanda vision, hey? Yeah. David Long, Simeone having a hissy fit and refusing to shake hands with Klopp. # sore loser. Yeah, what a blast. What a massive. I'm so happy we've beaten Atletico. I should quite like Atletico, and it's weird because I'm a proper glory hunter. I don't have another team. I have soft spots for other teams in like computer gaming sense, and I've always quite liked the Real Madrid kits, but so I prefer, in a weird way, I don't like any other teams at all, but I've always kind of preferred Real to Atletico, but also we've played Atletico more and they've broken our hearts more in more random terms, go back to the Europa League and all that kind of stuff. So ultimately, what I'm saying is, fuck Atletico and fuck Simeone in his stupid fucking face. Right. Rob Davies, mate, Mo broke another record, scoring in 9 consecutive games. Let's hope he makes it 10 on Sunday. Absolutely, mate. Kevin Bass, welcome as a first teamer. Welcome aboard, Kevin. Get your comment in, mate. In fact, you have done, and it's been held for review. He says, love to see us beating that diving shower of shite. Plus Simeone has a bald patch. He'll never walk alone. Not wrong with having bald patches. People do. I always often wonder, just embrace the bald patch. He's embracing it. No need to shave it all off, and you've got some perfectly good hair going on around there. Good on him. He's a knobhead though. Harrison Mason-Jones, Atleti classless on and off the pitch. Yep, because he's a bellend. Their manager is a ginormous bellend, so he makes their team and their players massive bellends. And look, it works. It's one of those things where you go like, I have to issue grudging respect. It's like when you see YouTubers who get famous for being cocks, and you go, but look at the numbers they get. You have to respect it. You know what? If you're a sociopath, you have to respect it, but ultimately you don't. You sometimes people are just knobheads and deserve what they get. Rob Davies, revenge is a dish best served cold. Lol. Nice to see that massive bell end run off at the end. Yeah, absolutely, mate. It's a shame for Jürgen. I like seeing Jürgen upset more than anything else. Kevin Bass saying another 3 goals in a match, by the way, so clinical this season. Yep, very much so. Right, keep your comments coming in the live chat. I'll be back to that in a moment. I'm just going to pop over to our club Discord. I need to find a comment worthwhile in there before I do that, which is why I'm going into the Club Legends blind here. Tom P summing up the game here. 1, high foot equals red. 2, angry Atleti. 3, big balls McGee is the ref. 4, dodge the bullet, but we take 3 points. 5, breathe. I don't think anyone could have summed that up quite as well. Steve Darner saying, we win, VAR, Simeone in the mud, Klopp in Simeone's head, and Mo is a god. Did I miss anything? Yeah, all brilliant, all absolutely brilliant and fantastic points made by our wonderful Club Legend members over on the redmentv.com. Right, let's have a little look at Twitter and see what we've got over here. Thank you so much to everyone who's watching the show, by the way. If you haven't dropped a like on it already, then do, because it does help us. And I don't know why they do that, but it does. Like we all just need a little bit of like what's the word? A bit of support, a bit of emotional support. It just basically strokes our ego a little bit, doesn't it? Right, let's go to some of the comments. Ross has had a bit of a liking spree on here as well. Zach here at Copite. Zach says, Simeone not even shaking Klopp's hand. Love to see it. Salt. Yes, he is. He's just fucking brilliant. It means you've won. It's like seeing Pep Guardiola lose his head. These are the big managers. And look, Klopp loses his head sometimes as well, but when hot-headed human beings get into those situations and one of them, it boils over and it's not your guy, I call that a win. Harry Parkinson 9 says, we weren't very good, but my God, that's the most satisfying result of the season so far. Yeah, I love that. I genuinely love that. I love that as a game of football. I mean, in particular because we had loads of technical issues at the start of the streams. But both of the shows tonight, we had some real issues, managing to get them up and running. But Liverpool just digging it out. You need to learn to win in all kinds of things. I think we get where we miss sometimes at home, and will have come across on the telly, of course, but that is a ridiculous ground to go to. You can see it, how much their fans are up for it. Cauldron, I mean, obviously not El Calderon anymore, but certainly a cauldron of atmosphere. We've struggled in big atmospheres in the past. All teams do. Even the best teams struggle in big atmospheres. We're going into Old Trafford at the weekend against a team which I think has maybe got a little bit more talent. Maybe. I mean, that's arguable. Griezmann and Felix were great tonight. You know, they've got a wealth of attacking talent, maybe a little weaker defensively, but they're going to do things. It's going to be a hostile environment. To be able to go and dig that out, I think is an important learning experience for this team. We're making mistakes in football matches and having things to learn from, but not losing football matches. It's the best thing. You've always got that. You can't have a perfect season. When Man City come undone, is because they snot teams 5-0 from game week 1 of the season. When they hit adversity or they hit a real challenge, it's like, where do they go? Because scoring 6, being able to score 6 is no different to being able to score 5. Liverpool need to improve and find and dig deep and learn lessons as they go along. That's how this side is built under Jurgen, and that's the most important thing. You need to learn lessons. You need to be humbled at times, and the best way to have that happen to you is to have it but maintain momentum at the same time. Brentford was a setback. Milan was nearly a setback. Man City could have been a setback. This could have been a setback, but Liverpool managed to score good goals and remain unbeaten in that time. Very, very good stuff indeed. And yeah, a very sweet and satisfying one, because once again, just to hammer the point home, and I'm not sure I can hammer this home too hard, Simeone, massive bellend, gets what he deserves. Rome Voice, great tweet. We have shithoused Atletico. My life is complete. Got to work on game management though. We've got to keep more control of the ball with the quality we have. Ox might stand out, and I ain't a massive fan of him. Boss when he came on. Robbo's still a bit dodgy this season so far. I actually think he'd come back up, Robbo, to be fair. I think he's been better the last couple of games for us, but you're right, he's not quite at the level that we really want him to be at. But fine, you know, Costa Tsimikas is there banging on the door. You know, if he doesn't get back to that level soon, we'll put Tsimikas in and give him a run. That's the beauty of how strong Liverpool squad is this season. And he does qualify this by saying, Robbo, I mean by his standards. Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think Robbo's been back consistently to being the best left back in the world this season, but he still is, you know, because, you know, form's temporary but class is permanent. We know this, right? Yeah, very, very good stuff. I enjoy shithouse and shithouse teams. It's great. Right, we had a super chat in here, back over in the live YouTube comments from Harry Lewis. Mo Salah, Ballon d'Or, say it, make it happen. Come on, yes, manifest destiny. If we speak this into existence, Mo Salah, Ballon d'Or, let everyone say it, get it in the comments, Mo Salah, Ballon d'Or, and keep saying it out loud, channel the positive vibes into the universe, and let's see if we can make that happen. Nandan saying scoring 3 goals is a habit now, absolutely. Ryan Warren, honestly, that was the best game I've ever seen. Entertaining. Liverpool are back. Alisson, man of the match. I have to go with that. It was an interesting shout, the Ox stuff. I think he was bright when he came on as a sub. I mean, again, touches were a bit rusty, but that was true of everyone on the night, to be fair. There was a little bit of loose passing, particularly when we were trying to see the game out. I actually think if that happens by the time we get to the knockouts, I think Liverpool kill that game, because I think we're more settled. But I think given that atmosphere, we've got to remember, being back in full stadium again is still a new thing to footballers. We won't have experienced anything like that really so far this season. Biggest game we've had of the season in terms of going into that. We've had our big games at home. So yeah, really well done. Yeah, good stuff. Imran Adam, mate, and breathe. God, we can't just do things the easy way. But Weetabix needs to do a Salah ad because he's having his before every game. He's unreal, isn't he? We've got the best player on the planet right now, and he's showing it. Absolutely incredible. Rob Davies, yeah, the big, beautiful Brazilian between the sticks, man of the match for me. Vicky Oired, need to complete the defence. Ali, Trent, Matip, Verge, Robert and Fabinho not solid enough without Fabio. It's true. But the thing is, if that is true, but you can't play Fabinho in 60 games a season, not when he's going to travel all around the globe and play, and play for Brazil and then not be able to train properly and build up to this game properly. So I get it. And the point is, we went 2-0 up with the side that we had, but we just needed a bit more solid. And I do feel really sorry for Naby because, yes, he has a sticky patch and there's a couple of times where he's bested, but really, he was having a decent game by and large. It's tough to balance out and to rate players. And stay tuned for the player ratings. It'll be interesting to see what Chris gives and what you guys give Naby at home. Because does his goal, and what a goal it was, justify it? We'll have to see, won't we? Right, yeah, Dickie already apologising for his joke. Yeah, don't apologise, it's great. Ethsham Ul Hassan, Paul, revenge tour complete. Watford and Atleti, sounds poetic. Not complete yet, mate. We've got to do the full season. We've got to reclaim our title. And maybe titles. Yeah. And Ethsham says, Paul, do you reckon that's a Felix audition to take over from Bobby? Love the content, mate. Thank you so much. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think João Felix should very much be on Liverpool's hit list. What a talent he is. Let's see what else. MBK. If one team deserves to lose like that, it's Atleti. Yeah, completely agree. Got a super chat from Hamza, 1996. Such a tough place to go. You take a win anyway. People forget Atletico, a great team. Well, again, to the point that they're Spanish champions, right? In that ground, we've been to that ground. We've seen how hard it can be. We've seen the coach greetings and all that stuff. They've got a rabid fan base. It's an incredibly hard place to go. World class teams have gone there and fallen, and we've gone there and won. It doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter how it was done because, again, to the point, is it disappointing that Liverpool didn't look rock solid defensively? I don't know. Maybe you're disappointed by it. Again, it's why you have a world-class goalie, because sometimes your world-class goalie needs to make good performances. Sometimes world-class goalies need to have world-class performances. You can't batter every team into submission. But yeah, ultimately, at this point, you just got to get points on the board and, yeah, hopefully learn from the lessons and improve beyond it. Improve from a position of strength. Yeah. The boy Fernando... Perfect timing. Is anybody worried about our defence? We conceded 3 against Brentford and almost let wins slip against Milan and Atletico. Our defence looks shaky. I would be worried if Liverpool weren't looking absolutely scintillating going the other way. I just think we're approaching it differently this season. I think we're trying to fucking snot people. We're trying to get the fear factor back because the fear factor left us last season. Shit teams felt they could come and beat Liverpool, and I want them with the fear of God put into them because we've got the ability to beat teams that attack us, and we've got the ability to break teams down who do the low block. It's just handling counter-attacking teams, but let's be honest, teams with good quality, skillful, pacey attacking players with good passes behind them will always cause teams problems. But again, that's why you have a world-class goalie. That can be sharpened up certainly, but Liverpool are unbeaten, and the winning is, and they're scoring brilliant goals as well. It's a good problem to have, let's say. Becky Hale with the £5 super chat says, "What a game! I don't think I can take any more. Lol. I do feel more confident for the Man U game on Sunday now. You'll never walk alone." No, completely agree. What a build up for that, because for me, I've said this, and it's true in some instances, but not in others. Again, you're talking about the Spanish champions. I keep saying that like I followed the league last season anyway, shape or form. But they are the de facto best team in Spain at the moment. They've got a manager, they're well disciplined, they're well organised. They've got world class attacking players there, and they've got a brilliant atmosphere and all those things that go with it. That if that's not a harder game than Old Trafford at the weekend, like Simeone, better manager than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. They've got a better goalkeeper. I don't know enough about the defence these days because obviously it's moved on a bit from in the last couple of years. But certainly they've got a manager who organises defence better than Manchester United's managers. They've got better midfielders, and I think take your pick. I think Griezmann swap Griezmann for one of their attackers. You could get Suarez. You could swap Suarez for Cavani or whatever, or Ronaldo maybe in their team. My point is that they're a very, very good team, and I think that sets us up very nicely for Old Trafford at the weekend. I'm very, very excited, and we all should be, and we should be excited generally because Liverpool are fucking amazing, and they're our football club, and it's something to be proud of, right? Yeah. So yeah, are there concerns? Yes, because Liverpool weren't perfect. It's October, and we've got Jurgen Klopp as our manager, and he's won the Champions League and the Premier League with us, and we've got a world-class squad with world-class players and the best player in the world, and the best right-back, best centre-half, best goalie, best DM, and maybe a couple more as well, best left-back. Yeah, things will probably be fine. Enjoy it, live it, breathe it, feel your feelings. Right, Chris is going to be here with the player ratings very shortly. We'll have the instant match reactions to follow after that, and we've got a whole new range of brand new shows coming for you from next week, actually from this week, on the redmentv.com. The Reds debate show launches tomorrow, discussing some big and fun topics around Liverpool, getting heated, getting stuck into it. That streams live on the redmentv.com tomorrow with myself. I think it's Steve Hoare and Emma Sanders as well, so that should be a good one. But yeah, stay tuned for the instant match reaction in a bit with me and Chris, but Chris Page to follow. Have a wonderful evening. The Reds are absolutely amazing, and they're top of the Champions League group. All the best. Thanks so much for checking out the show this week. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, then do. But if you want more from us, extra Redmen shows, then go to the redmentv.com. You can support the channel at 2 levels, by Club Captain or Club Legend tier. Both get you a full suite of Liverpool-related content, extra Redmen shows, documentaries, features, and world-exclusive interviews. And Club Legends get their names here and on the end of those videos, and free merchandise as well. Perfect time to sign up on the redmentv.com.